So whenever we start alkene, or alkene or any functional group, we have to discuss two things. Number one, we have to discuss the physical property, and then we have to discuss the chemical property. So I told you that the physical properties are same for alkene and alkane. Okay, like they may be gas, they may be liquid, they may be solid, depending upon the carbon atoms. Okay, and also they are insoluble in water, same as alkane. Okay, and also as the number of carbon increases, their boiling point increases, because when the number of atoms increases, so intermolecular forces of attraction increases. That's why. Okay, and now as we discussed the naming of alkane, same as we would be discussing the naming for alkene. Okay, so when we are going to name alkene, so double bond is your preference. Double bond is your preference. I have written that preference is the position of double bond. It means that okay, you are supposed to give the least number to the double bond. You are supposed to you are supposed to give the least number to the double bond. Least number to the double bond. It means that this is your propene. This is your propene. Okay. One, two, three. Okay. One, two, three. This is good. If you are going to count from here, that would be one, two, three. So the double bond is getting the second number if you are counting from the left hand side. But if you are counting from the right hand side, the double bond is getting the first number. That's good. So this is the good one. So the name for this compound is prop 1-ene. Prop means three carbon atoms. Prop means prop means three carbon atoms. Okay. And one means the position of double bond. The position of double bond. Okay. The position of double bond. And E and E represents the double bond. In this way, you can name alkene. Okay. In this way, you can name alkene. Also, if you can see this, we have four carbon atoms in which you can see one, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. If you are counting from the left hand side, the double bond is getting the second number. If you are counting from the right hand side, the double bond is getting the second number. Also from the left hand side, the double bond is getting the second number. It's up to you. It's up to you. कहीं से भी नाम दो, it's up to you. No matter, because this structure is similar. Symmetrical structure. This is the same. That's why. Okay. दूसरा ये कि obviously you have four carbon atoms, so I would say that this is but, and also this is the second position of the double bond. So but and then two and then ene. That's why. That's it. So I have only given the two compounds, naming to the two compounds, because in the syllabus we are only supposed to use four carbon atoms. That's the syllabus. He would not give you more than four carbon atoms. That's why I'm only giving you this, right? Okay. But for practice, you can see this. This is spent 1-ene. This is spent 2-ene. Okay. And then आइसोमर्स ऑब्वियसली जैसे हमने एल्केन डिस्कस किया था बिल्कुल वैसे ही हमारे पास एल्कीन भी है सो isomers the definition is the same molecules having the same molecular formula but different structural formula. Okay, see this is C3H6. This is also C3H6. Its structure is different. Molecular formula is same, but the structure is different. Now you can see this. You can see this. Okay. It's cyclic. It's cyclic. But if I ask, okay, what is the name of this compound? Can anyone tell me the name of this compound? Yes. What is the name of this?
Propene.
It's propene. Good. And what's the name of this? Hmm?
Also propene.
No, this is also propene. This is also propene. दिस इज प्रोपीन, दिस इज ऑल्सो प्रोपीन। वो मैंने कंफ्यूज करने के लिए आपको नीचे लिख दिया है। इट डजंट मीन दैट दिस इज द न्यू compound. No, these two are the same compound. You know, when the formula is same, when the formula is same and also the structure is same, so they would not be an isomer of each other. This is the concept basically, right? When the molecular formula is same and also when the structural formula is same, so I cannot say that they are isomers of each other. I cannot say that they are isomers of each other because they are the same, because they are the same, that's why. Okay, so uh, it's not related to alkene, but it's from the past paper. It's from the past paper. Now you can see which of these are not an isomer of this. Which of these are not an isomer of this? You can see this. The formula is C4H9Br. Formula is same. Formula is same. Formula is same. But this is not same. So this is not an isomer of this compound because to be an isomer, the molecular formula must be the same. Molecular formula must be the same. Okay. And for this, they are saying which compound is an isomer of MTBE. So C5H12O, 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 okay, and C4H10O. But they are saying that which compound is an isomer of MTBE. This is completely wrong because to be an isomer, the molecular formula should be the same. This is impossible. Okay, I can check A, B, and C. So, uh, so what formula is not same? Okay, formula is not same. Its formula is the same. C5H12O. When the formula is same, so it should be an isomer of this compound. So they are isomers of each other. Okay, they are isomers of each other because the molecular formula is same. It's very simple. Okay. Now see this isomers of butene. It's butanene, it's butene, and it's 2-methyl propene. There are three isomers of butene. There are three isomers of butene. Interestingly, their formula is same. Like I mean, it's C4H8, and also it's C4H8, and also it's C4H8. Their formula is same, and their structures are different. So that's why they are isomers of each other. They are isomers of each other. Okay. So to be an isomer, the molecular formula should be the same, but the structural formula should be different. That's why whenever the examiner would be asking to draw an isomer of this, so you are supposed to write the three structures. As you can see, the first structure is butanene, and the second structure is butene, and the third structure is 2-methyl propene. Okay, and the third structure is 2-methyl propene. Okay, so so then, as I told you, examiner would be asking only for 4 carbon atoms. So the maximum criteria is that he would be asking butene. He would not be asking pentene and also all the stuff. Okay, so this is butene, like the 4 carbon atoms. Now, chemical properties of alkene may, as we have discussed, the combustion reaction in alkanes, like I told you, the two types of combustion: complete combustion and incomplete combustion. Okay, so same goes with an alkene as well. Same goes with an alkene. We would be discussing the two types of combustion in alkene. We would be discussing the two types of combustion in alkenes. As you can see, complete combustion and also incomplete combustion. For incomplete combustion, always carbon monoxide would be produced, and for complete combustion, always the carbon dioxide would be produced, as you can see. Same goes with alkane, same goes with alkene. The products would be the same for alkane, the products would be the same for alkene, whether you have alkene or whether you have alkane. Remember, this is conceptual thing, okay? Because combustion reaction means we are going to burn, we are going to react with oxygen. अब वो हमारी मर्जी है, हम किसी को भी ऑक्सीजन से रिएक्ट करवा दें यार. Whether we have alkane, whether we have alkene, चाहे कोई भी हो, alcohol हो, whatever we have, the product would be the same. Remember, for incomplete combustion, you would be having carbon monoxide, and for complete combustion, you would be having carbon dioxide and water. And also, I told you how to balance chemical equation, so the criteria would remain the same. जितना carbon, उतना carbon dioxide, उतना carbon monoxide, जितना hydrogen, उसका half water. जितना कार्बन उतना कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड और मोनोऑक्साइड जितना हाइड्रोजन उसका हाफ वाटर. Now you can see how did I balance these equations. Number of carbons are equal to the carbon dioxide or monoxide, and the number of hydrogens are half of the water. The water would be half of the number of hydrogen atoms. That's it. And after balancing this, then you're supposed to check oxygen atoms. Okay, then the equation would be balanced. That's it. It's very easy. Okay. Uh, Alkane was having, you can say, few reactions, but when we discuss alkene, so we have a lot of reactions as compared to alkane, because generally alkanes are less reactive than alkenes. So that's why alkane only shows few reactions, but alkene is reactive than alkane, so we would see many reactions as compared to alkane. Okay. So the first reaction is addition reaction. The first reaction is addition reaction. Okay. So if this is an alkene, as you can see, if this is an alkene, okay, it would be reacting with AB and would be forming this product. Okay. So why this is an addition reaction? आप देखेंगे question, examiner is asking why this is an addition reaction. So you would say that only one product is formed. You would say that only one product is formed. That's why this is an addition reaction. जबकि in other reactions you would not see कि only one product is formed. ये सिर्फ addition reaction की बात कर रहा हूँ मैं. Only one product is formed. Only one product is formed. Okay. तो ये addition reaction में ही ऐसा होता है, याद रखिएगा. Only one product is formed. Only one product is formed. Remember, only one product is formed. Okay. And दिस इज अ जनरल रिएक्शन. मैंने आपको ऐसे ही बताया कि ए बी ऐड हो रहा है, बट स्पेसिफिकली बट स्पेसिफिकली बट स्पेसिफिकली examiner would be giving you to add hydrogen. This is hydrogenation. So hydrogenation means addition of hydrogen, but ये रिएक्शन इतनी आसानी से नहीं होता. ये रिएक्शन इतनी आसानी से नहीं होता है. Special conditions are required. Okay. Special conditions are required, like high temperature. Also, you are supposed to add catalyst, otherwise you would not see any product. As you can see, this is alkene, is going to react with hydrogen, and it's going to produce ethane. Okay. But again, I am saying that high temperature is required. Also, you are supposed to add catalyst. Okay. Then this reaction would be giving you the product that is alkane. I mean, if you are taking ethene as a reactant, if you are taking ethene as a reactant, so as a product, you would be getting ethane, propene to propane, butene to butane, hexene to hexane, okay? Butene to butane, pentene to pentane. So means, in short, I can say that alkene to alkane. In short, I can say that alkene to alkane. That's it. That's it. Okay. So, in short, alkene to alkane, if you want to convert alkene into alkane, okay, if you want to convert alkene into alkane, so you are supposed to add hydrogen atom. You are supposed to add hydrogen atom in it. Okay, then you should memorize the temperature. This is the mandatory condition that you need to provide. Okay, otherwise you cannot add hydrogen in alkene. Okay, otherwise you cannot add hydrogen in alkene and you would not be getting an alkane. Okay, so catalyst, that is nickel, this is mandatory. Okay, so let's suppose this is my reactant. I'm going to add hydrogen gas into it in the presence of nickel and 200 degrees Celsius. Okay, in the presence of nickel and 200 degrees Celsius. So this product would be formed. This product would be formed. It's very simple, okay? बस एक चीज आपको याद रखनी है, एक चीज आपको याद रखनी है कि whatever the examiner is going to give you the formula, तो आपको कंफ्यूज नहीं होना. Let's suppose आई एम टेलिंग यू दैट कि दिस इज द रिएक्टेंट CH3 CH2 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 CH3 plus H2. What would be the product? अब you got confused. Okay, how can I solve this? It's a big formula. So you are not supposed to consider this formula because you are only supposed to look at the double bond. If there is double bond, if there is double bond, if there is double bond, then you can form the product. And if there is no any double bond, if there is no any double bond, so you can write that there is no reaction. In some reactants you cannot see any type of double bond, so how can I add hydrogen into it? It's mandatory that your sample should have double bond so that I can add hydrogen gas into it. Okay, so let's suppose this is your reactant and I'm going to add hydrogen. So अब इसमें देख के कंफ्यूज नहीं होना ये पता नहीं क्या बना हुआ आ गया. काम की चीज क्या है? Double bond. If you have double bond, so you can make product. If you haven't double bond, so how can you make product? It's very simple. It's very clear. It's very simple. It's very clear. Okay. So this is this is hydrogenation. अच्छा, अब इसका यूज क्या है? हाइड्रोजनेशन का यूज क्या है? जनरली we can convert vegetable oil into margarine. Margarine is not good for your health. Margarine अच्छा थोड़ी होता है ये. इट्स नॉट नेचुरल. मार्जरीन तो ये तो जैसे ब्लू बैंड इट्स नॉट गुड फॉर योर हेल्थ. तो उसकी जो प्रिपरेशन है, बेसिकली वी जनरली ऐड हाइड्रोजन इनटू वेजिटेबल ऑयल in the presence of nickel and 200 degrees Celsius. So we got margarine, that is saturated solid. So this is the use of hydrogenation, that we can easily prepare margarine. So this is the use of hydrogenation. We generally add hydrogen gas into an alkene and then we got alkane basically. Okay. And also, what if and also and also what if I gave you the sample and I am asking to differentiate. I am asking to differentiate between alkane and alkene. I am asking to differentiate between alkane and alkene. So How can you differentiate between alkane and alkene? Okay, alkane and alkene. So the first difference is that the first difference is that alkene contains double bond and alkane contains single bond. This is the first difference. This is the first difference between alkane and alkene. And the other difference is the chemical difference. The other difference is the chemical difference. You would be adding, if you can see, we are going to add bromine into an alkene. So obviously it is the same as hydrogen. It is the same as hydrogen. So you can see bromine, bromine. I have added bromine onto the double bond. This is an addition reaction. Okay. So when the bromine is liquid, it's red brown. And the bromine is aqueous, it's orange. It's orange. It's orange. तो याद रखिएगा, the observation for this reaction is bromine decolorizes. This is an observation. If the bromine is decolorized, so means alkene is confirmed. So means alkene is confirmed. क्योंकि bromine is not going to react with an alkane. याद रखिएगा, single covalent bond के साथ bromine reaction नहीं करता है. ब्रोमीन सिर्फ उनके साथ रिएक्शन करता है जो डबल बॉन्डेड होते हैं. तो ये तो बड़ा अच्छा टेस्ट हुआ. क्या कहते हो? This is the chemical test. Whenever the examiner asks to differentiate between alkane and alkene, ये नहीं कहना कि alkene has double bond and alkane has single bond. No, you are supposed to write down the chemical test. You are supposed to write down the chemical test. Remember, okay? So, मैंने आपको सैंपल दिया, दो टेस्ट ट्यूब दे दी, और मैं दोनों में से पूछ रहा हूँ बताओ कौन एल्केन है और कौन एल्कीन है. पता है आप क्या करोगे? आप दोनों में ब्रोमीन ऐड करोगे. जिसमें ब्रोमीन डीकलराइज हो गया, इट वुड बी एन एल्कीन, और जिसमें ब्रोमीन का कलर डीकलराइज नहीं हुआ, वो एल्केन होगा. लेट मी शो यू let me show you how we can differentiate between alkane and alkene. I am going to share the video. You can see this. Yes. Do you have my screen? Yes. Do you have my screen? भाई बता भी दो यार. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. देखना आप जरा. They are adding bromine. They are adding bromine. In the case of alkane, the color of the bromine is not disappearing. Okay, it's the same. The color of the bromine is same in the case of alkane. In the case of alkane, but now you can see in an alkene, when we are going to add bromine water, so it decolorizes. It means that alkene is confirmed. It means that alkene is confirmed. Okay. So in this way, we can differentiate. In this way, we can differentiate between alkane and alkene. So this is called the chemical test. This is called the chemical test. Remember, this is called the chemical test. Whenever the examiner is asking to differentiate between an alkane and alkene, so you would be adding bromine water just like that. And in the case of alkene, the bromine is reacted with an alkene and its color is changed. But in the case of alkane, the bromine is not reacting with an alkane, so that's why the color of the bromine is not going to change. So I would write no reaction with bromine. So this is a good test. This is the good difference test between alkane and alkene. Okay. तो इस तरह से हम रिएक्शन करेंगे. एंड ऑल्सो द थर्ड रिएक्शन फॉर एन एल्कीन इज दैट हाइड्रेशन ऑफ एल्कीन. what do you mean by hydration? Hydration means addition of water. Hydration means addition of water. Okay, addition of water. So the temperature should be 300, because again I'm saying that ये सारी चीजें you cannot do it at a room temperature at normal conditions. No, it's not possible. You are supposed to provide special conditions. You are supposed to provide special conditions, okay, so that you would be, you would see the product, okay. So in hydration, we provide 300 degrees Celsius temperature. We provide 60 atmospheric or the 6,000 kilopascal pressure, and we add a catalyst that is phosphoric acid. The catalyst should be concentrated. In these conditions, upon these conditions, your alkene would be converting into an alcohol. Your alkene would be converting into an alcohol. Remember. So, from alkene to alkane, there was hydrogenation, and from alkene to alcohol you have hydration, okay. So now you can see water is this. When you would be adding water to the alkene, so I would see alcohol. This is H, this is OH. These are the newly added atoms into an alkene in the presence of 300 degrees Celsius, 60 atmospheric pressure, and the phosphoric acid, which was used as a catalyst, okay. uh, it's very simple. It's very simple. But remember, hydration can only happen in the presence of alkene, okay? So it would not react with alkane. It would not react with alkane. याद रखिएगा. It's the special reaction with an alkene. और और अच्छा, ये जो मेरा reactant था ना, it's very symmetrical. What do you mean by symmetrical? लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पर भी CH2, राइट हैंड साइड पर भी CH2. दिस इज कॉल्ड सिमेट्री. Symmetrical, same, symmetrical, same. But if we have an unsymmetrical alkene, just like this, on your right hand side, CH2, but on left hand side, there is no CH2. This is C2H4. This is called unsymmetrical alkene. This is called unsymmetrical alkene. Okay, this is called unsymmetrical alkene. So when we are going to add HCl, or you can add H2, or you can add H or OH like water, you can add anything else. You can add anything else to this alkene, So you would be getting the two types of product. You would be getting the two types of product, number one and number two. What is the difference between these products? इसमें मैंने क्लोरीन को यहाँ लगाया और इसमें मैंने क्लोरीन को यहाँ लगाया. Now, what is the most suitable product that you can make? So there is a rule. There is a rule. There is a rule that you are supposed to attach the negative species. You are supposed to attach the negative species to the carbon which is having the less number of hydrogen atoms. That would be your stable compound. That would be your stable compound. Okay, that would be your stable compound. Remember, so this is more, sorry, this is more stable. क्यों? कि chlorine is negative, is attached to the carbon which is having only one hydrogen. Only one hydrogen. And यहाँ पर chlorine is attached to the carbon which is having two hydrogen. So this is the difference between these two compounds. This is the difference
Sir,
between these two compounds. Yes.
there is CH3 into chloropropene.
Sorry.
There is CH3 into chloropropene.
तो फिर
So aren't there more number of hydrogen?
Oh, directly attached hydrogens. Directly attached hydrogens. There are two directly attached hydrogens, and there is only one directly attached hydrogen. Are you getting my point?
Yes, okay.
So this is the so you are supposed to memorize this. Okay, if you have symmetrical alkene, so no problem. But if you have unsymmetrical alkene, then you have to take care it. Okay, what type of product you can form? That what type of product you can form? Okay, तो ये आपको देखना है. Okay. अच्छा ये सिर्फ नॉट ओनली फॉर एल्कीन लाइक मतलब के आई मीन के नॉट ओनली फॉर वाटर ये जो भी एडिशन रिएक्शन हो रहा होगा यहाँ पर इट मे बी HCl इट मे बी HBr इट मे बी HNOH इट मे बी HH इट मे बी HI it may be anything related to addition reaction anything related to addition reaction okay anything related to addition reaction so you would be using this concept you would be using this concept it's very easy okay let me show you some papers